What is good? What is good? What is Gucci? Courtney IG, and I'm back again, this time to discuss the latest release from Tory Lanez, Playboy, the second capsule, following on from his loner capsule before that, which was like a trap influenced injection of high energy beats, raps. Like, he was spinning that one. It had some clear highlights like Motorboat, Shameless, One Hitter. And I feel like it slept on, to be honest, guys. I feel like that was a good project of 2020. Came out late in 2020, obviously, but I feel like it was a good one. And in terms of the Playboy project, guys, coming into this, I feel like it being an R&B project, it's more a follow-up on his Chicks Tape series opposed to anything else. I was quite disappointed with Chicks Tape 5. Felt like it was hot and cold for the most part. I was disappointed with it, to be honest, guys. Like, it didn't make me want to listen to the project again. The songs more so made me want to listen to the originals. And I couldn't say the same with the previous Chicks Tape projects. Those were more like enticing me to go back and listen to his spin on the songs. But if you want to hear like my full review on that, you can go to inspiringrich.com. And if you want to listen to some of my favorite Chicks Tape songs, you can listen to the mix on the Inspiring Rich SoundCloud. So I'll put that all in the description for you to tap into. So yeah, I would say Chicks Tapes 5 had some moments like, you know, Beauty and the Benz, minus the Snoop Dogg verse, you know, Broken Promises. You know, there were a few moments, but overall it just didn't do it for me. So given that, guys, my expectations, actually, I was going to say my expectations aren't high, but given that, my expectations for this are high. Even though it's a 12-track project, it's a Tory Lanez project, and Tory Lanez don't flop projects. Like his last, New Toronto, the album Daystar, Loner, none of those were misses. Like, he hasn't had a miss. So I don't expect this one to be a miss either. So let's tap into my thoughts. When it's all said and done, all I have is these melodies. Like, it's lines like this and the progressive peaks and breaks which we get even from the intro. And this is just an intro, funny enough, which gives it that Chicks Tapes feel that I was talking about. The Chicks Tapes feel, like, vibe. And Tory really taps into the Playboy narrative in this project. There's an undertone of emptiness, trust issues around women, especially, you know, given his previous relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, with Megan Thee Stallion. He references on 2 tracks on this project, The Serve and Extravagant Nunchucks. So both of these tracks act as great examples for me of how the project excellently layers up the samples. It slows down, it reverses, and it just pulls you in. Like, because there's crystal clear, almost acoustic vocal performances from Tory here, like, and you hear it excellently on The Serve. Extravagant Nunchucks gives you that R&B feel slash some turn up with that Show Me a Good Time sample. I don't know if it's a sample from that song, but the beat sounds the same. And also it's got those Juicy J ad-libs, you know. If you hear Juicy J on a track, your head's automatically like bopping away. So that's what I found myself doing, listening to that song. So yeah, guys, even though the storytelling for the most part for me sounds a bit distant, like it sounds like it's done from a distant experience. It's not really current. It's not really now. I don't really know the time periods to when he cooked up all of these tracks. It's still good. For an R&B project, it's still good and it sits well in that R&B lane. So, and the transitions are one of the highlights. It's because he goes from slow to high speed and then still manages to seamlessly transition throughout the whole project. So the question, guys, I get a lot of the time from people, or like topics of discussion, is always, is Tory better on rap or R&B? Like, that's it. Is Tory better on rap or R&B? And my response always is nah, he's not better on either. He does both to an exceptional level, in my opinion. And actually, in my opinion, he does the R&B lane better than Drake because of his vocal range being bigger than Drake's. And that's just a fact. Like, if you listen to their songs side by side, you'll hear that Tory clearly has a bigger vocal range. I'm not saying he makes better songs or he's a better artist overall, but just on that specific R&B lane and that range, he's definitely better. And this project gives you that futuristic swing on R&B with songs like Lady of the Neptune, which I could hear a mainstream pop artist taking on and just doing some madness with and just running the charts. But because it's Tory and because of his situation, it's going to get overlooked. It's not going to get that push from the media outlets. It's not going to get the, awards and the accolades that it should do based on the pure music element to it. And like, the thing is, guys, Tory has been pressing and pushing like these sound boundaries since 2015. If you listen back to Cruel Intentions, you listen to what he was doing on that, with songs like In For It, with songs like Nina, with songs like Fall Back, he was pushing it then. He was blending genres then, and he's doing it now. Like, it's just a continuation 6 years later. So I feel like that project, actually, Cruel Intentions, for those that don't know about it, tap in and you'll kind of get a picture of how I see this being like a kind of experiment in a similar fashion, even though it's a different genre overall. So, guys, I know this is being labeled as a throwaway project to a degree, like a capsule, but to me, this is better than Chicks Tapes 5. For an R&B project, top to bottom, better than Chicks Tapes 5. It flows better. There's less waste to it. Even though it has that little generic sound, I feel like it really does sit on the Playboy narrative clearly. It's about losing the love of your life or losing your love and then kind of, just lusting over other women and like being greedy and the toxicness and all of these things he paints perfectly on this project. So, and I like the dialogue. That's kind of his style on R&B. It's like a dialogue. It's like a conversation. It's like to draw you in, and he draws you in well on this. It's going to be hard for Tory to kind of make waves like he used to prior to, the situation which is going on. I don't know the outcome of. I think we're all waiting to see what the outcome of that will be. But like, you can't overlook good music when it's good music. And for me, this is a good project. This is a solid R&B, fuggish, ruggish project. Much like what you get with like a Brent Faiyaz, however you pronounce his name. It gives you that. It's not like that soft R&B, even though it is, but it is a Playboy project, as he puts out in the title, and he kind of threads through the whole project. And Megan is a part of that. Like, there are some Megan segments, even though he said there wouldn't be in one of the tracks. But anyway, guys, I'd say, yeah, for me, 8 out of 10. Top 3 tracks: The Serve, Lady of Neptune, YDLR. Those are mine. And you know what to do, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, inspire, enrich,